Welcome to the Newy Tech Jobs Update for August 2020. This month, we've seen 108 jobs posted on Seek in the technology sector for Newcastle. So that was down 8% month on month and down 30% year on year. So very similar to August and down 30% on 2019. Once again, COVID's still having an effect. 30% down in year on years, not fantastic numbers, especially given that the start of this year we're actually up 2020 on 2019. So I would say it's even more than 30% we're down year on year, given the trends that we were trending up. Down 8% month on month. That's not a great deal of differences there. July is traditionally quite a big month for advertising in technology. New budgets come in July for those operating in the financial year. So along with new budgets come new hiring approvals. So July always tends to be relatively strong. The fall from July to August isn't massive. We're actually seeing a good market. The technology is doing really well across Newcastle. There's a lot of companies hiring at the moment. Maybe not as much as there was last year, but there are a lot of companies hiring. We're seeing hiring across the board, predominantly permanently. So companies, if they are hiring, they are still looking to hire permanently. But we're still seeing a lot of roles across the board. We're once again seeing software developers being advertised extremely heavily. They're the most in-demand role, followed by the support roles. They're still number two. Once again, that's been a trend the last couple of months. And then third, there's no real big standout. We've seen a few security roles. We've seen a couple of solution architect roles come up, a few in the security space. The one role in particular that started to pop its head up a little bit more is that mobile development role. It does fall sort of in that software development space, but mobile in particular. There's at least 4 or 5 companies hiring in the mobile space at the moment. And we are really short on talent in that space in Newcastle. So companies are starting to look outside of Newcastle for that, but a lot of opportunity there. Most of the roles being advertised are by private advertisers. So that's actually companies advertising for themselves for internal roles. 70% of all the roles. So all the roles being advertised, 70% of them are by companies hiring or advertising for themselves and 30% by recruitment companies. In saying that, hey, we're a recruitment company at Newy Tech People and we're seeing a really strong volume of work coming through at the moment. So I don't think it's a negative at all. It is a trend that we're seeing. A lot of companies trying to hire for themselves or advertise for themselves before going to recruitment companies. Last year was the flip side of that. Last year was 30% of advertisers being private advertisers and 70% being recruitment companies. So that's like an absolute flip on its head. Again, don't think it's a negative thing at all. Companies trying to advertise for themselves. It's a bit of a trend we're seeing. There are a lot of cost cutting going around companies, but in general, it's just good to see companies hiring. It's a really positive sign for the Newcastle technology scene. So we'll keep it short today. Down 8% month on month, down 30% year on year. Once again, although the numbers are down, I don't think the actual sentiment around Newcastle is negative. I think there's a lot of action. There's a lot of companies hiring locally. So it's a good thing for Newcastle technology scene as we continue to sort of see companies hire and more talent come to the region. So although the stats are down, I think overall not a bad month for August. Really interested to sort of see how we bounce and continue to grow through the end of the year, September, October, November, as we sort of go into the Christmas, which is normally a bit of a lull period. So really interested to see what the stats are in September and October. We'll be back with a bit of an overview of September at the end of the month. Enjoy your month. Bye.